And your son, your son.
Everybody please stand for the pledge. Pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, welcome everybody. All right, looking for a motion to approve the video recording by the town of Paris for the town of Paris meetings for a trial period for 90 days.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Thank you. Motion to approve the minutes of the regular board meeting on Tuesday, April 9th. Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed?
I am.
Motion to approve the financial statements of the month of April 2024.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed?
I am.
All right, expected guess. Cynthia Collins.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Christian. I first wanted to preface my remarks because I had actually was going to address the fact that we never get documents prior to meetings. And then I see that the board posted for the first time to the agenda yesterday containing documents, no resolutions, but documents, which is appreciated by everyone. And this also ties into the issue of the shared services contract, because I don't think that's been posted yet, and that's actually of interest to a lot of people, because all of us either know kids in the school, have kids in the school, we pay taxes here. It looks like that the agreement was tabled, or the review of the agreement was tabled at the March meeting, and the April meeting ended up with a resolution number 37 declining to enter into the agreement for shared services for the reasons quoted, due to a lack of reciprocal services and consideration on the part of the school district. And I'm not sure when the board discussed all that, and I'm not even saying those aren't good points, but it really should have been discussed in an open meeting in front of everyone. And I'm just wondering if it was discussed anywhere other than in the open meeting, that it may behoove the board to bring it back maybe next month, maybe vacate resolution 37 and bring it back and publish the agreement so that everybody has a chance to look at it. And I agree that if there's a reciprocity issue or consideration issue, you may have very good points and it may need to be renegotiated, which is not unusual. It looks like it was first presented. It's hard to tell, but it looks like that the prior superintendent, Ronald Wheelock, came before the board in March of 2023. So I'm not sure whether that was a major discussion and the terms were agreed upon, or it was just kind of agreed upon and entered into. But I do think it's important for the people to know what may have been iffy and what the board may want to change with regard to the reciprocity and the consideration. But again, I think those are all good points, and I just think that it should be done in public so we know what the thoughts are, and a little discussion between the boards so that we know, where you guys are coming from. And we all have an interest in it, so, excuse me. So that's my comment on that. I think posting the proposed agreement, and maybe even if you guys have sent a counter proposal to the school, that would be interesting to see as well. The other thing I wanted to address quickly was what happened in the April meeting. We were here, I was here, I was about 3 feet away from where Mr. Halleck was sitting, and the board went into executive session at 5:18. They emerged from executive session at 5:57. Somewhere around 5:42, you lost Ms. Kentile, and there seems to be a little bit of there was a kerfluffle going on where you guys try to track her down. Now, I'm not sure what happened, but this is not that big of a room. So why she was allowed out of the room with no expectation coming back to finish executive session. But the open meetings law is very clear that executive session must include all board members. When you couldn't find her, it really would have been more proper and more legal under the open meetings law to table the rest of the executive session and bring it back tonight when all board members could be part of it. I think we have to be careful about executive sessions because they're private, they're confidential, but certain things don't belong in them, and certain things do. But the one thing that belongs in them all the time are all five of you. And if you ended up conversing for 15 minutes after you couldn't find Miss Kentile, maybe she left the building, maybe she was sick, I don't know. But you shouldn't have continued the meeting. That's my comment on that. And not just as an attorney, but because the open meetings laws kind of affects everybody. And I think it's an important factor for you guys to remember, that 15 minutes becomes kind of suspect, because I don't know what went on, what was discussed. I hope it wasn't a shared agreement, because that was not appropriate for the executive session. And that's another reason why, if it was, that, we can't go back and change it, but that's why I think it would behoove the board and help all of Paris to know what was going on in the shared services agreement. And I think, the last thing I wanted to, and it's just a request from a taxpayer, is there's really, the board has no obligation to engage in question and answers at a public meeting. But there should be some way for us to communicate a question to the board and get an answer back. Maybe on the website, some type of an answer, a question format, and an answer format. I just would be suggesting that. Okay, thank you.
Yes, thank you, appreciate that. Deb and Brian Bernard. Okay, no resolutions at this time. All right, a couple things that are going on here. The wind law, I know we just discussed that. We need to schedule a public hearing for that. A couple things, actually. I'm looking for a motion that we can send this law to the planning board, town board planning board, so they can review it, as well as the Oneida County planning department as well. So I'm looking for a motion on that.
I'll make that motion.
Can I get a second? All in favor? Anybody opposed? Thank you, Chris. I'd like to also schedule a public hearing. I think we're looking for July, I apologize. Thought we were gonna do it next month. It looks like it's gonna be, just give everybody some time to really look at
July
everything. July 9th, yeah, July 9th, 4:45. Does that sound all right to everybody?
What day is it?
It's very far away.
Oh,
Yeah, just, does that work for everybody?
Yeah, sure.
Alright. Okay, 4:45. Now we'll go right into the meeting. Okay, also everyone, I saw also in your packets there, the United County Department of Finance, property is up for auction, alright? Actually, it looks pretty good, alright? It's on May 18th, 10 o'clock, so. Nothing too crazy. I think Clayville looked pretty good too. I think there was just the one. Good. No, it's good. Alright. Let's see. Ride for Missing Children. They asked Jimmy and I for permission. We've always given them permission for this. Road permission for June 7th. We gave them permission for Oneida Street, but not Sulphur Springs. That has to go through the county. So we gave out the number to the commissioner there. So they were reaching out to them. I don't see there being a problem, but just want to give you a heads up. It'd be a busy morning, all right, going through there. Or busy day in general. The New York Run for Fallen, Jim, you get anything on that?
Nothing yet, JC. Typically, it's like, they're coming through our town around 6 o'clock in the morning, 6:30.
Yeah,
It goes relatively quiet. It's escorted, usually one runner.
yeah, I have it down as it usually runs through the townships around, June 7th to the 11th.
Yeah.
I don't, okay, just making sure I wasn't missing something on that.
I
That
haven't heard
could happen,
anything.
all right, just, of course, we'll let everybody know, so I mean, it's for you. All right.
Usually we get an email.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
I just didn't have anything on it, I double checked my spam, and nothing on that. Clayville Library, I had some questions about, the funding for the Clayville Library. I know I discussed it in February's meeting, that I was gonna have a meeting with them. I spoke with, them during that month, and in March, I advised everybody here that, we weren't looking to take away their money at all. But it seems it got out in the public somehow that we were gonna take their money away from them. So, just wanna re-say that I don't think we're ever gonna do any of that, so. Just for the record again. That's what I have this time. Is there any questions from the board for myself? Okay. Mike, town clerk, communications.
Okay, so, there was a walk down on, what day was it?
It was last
It was the
Sunday.
fifth, May fifth. They had an autism walk down at the park. They notified me that they raised $5,400, and they're looking to do it again next year, so that was good. And then the state DOT notified me that they're acknowledging the speed study request for Holman City Road between Route 8 and Church Road, and they'll notify us upon the completion of the study.
All right.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
Pavilion rentals are going like
Yeah.
normal.
That is the season for that.
Yep.
Good.
Other than that, that's all I got.
Any questions for Mike? Thank you, Mike. We're gonna jump to Carrie Tibbetts, Park Director for the park board.
Just one of a few things, we have swim lessons signups are gonna be May 29th and 30th from 3:30 to 6:30 in Pavilion 2, which is the first pavilion to the right. You'll run 2 sessions again, first session from July 1st to July 19th, so 3-week sessions, and then session 2, July 7th through the July 22nd through August 9th. We are gonna keep our fees for those the same, so it's $20 per child, $50 per family for 3 or more. Open swim for the pool, we're gonna open the pool on June 28th and run it to August 23rd. We are closing a week earlier this year because we had very low attendance, actually no attendance the last week. But we usually keep it open, and then I have a lot of staff that, like, lifeguards tend to disappear to college ending, so we don't have that much staff. Open swim hours, they are on the sheet if you need it, we also have it posted online. We are gonna keep our residence fees for $1, but non-residents, we are increasing to $5 TPU. Enormous cost of increase of pool chemicals and staffing because minimum wages went up this year for us. So. And yes, and the pavilion rentals are coming along, that goes runs right through Mike.
Right.
Town clerk.
Fully staffed almost, pretty much.
Fully staffed, we got a lot, we're fortunate to have a lot of people come back,
Yeah.
so.
All right, that's good. And is it Tuesdays, Thursdays, we're gonna keep the open swim open a little longer? Is that
Yeah,
right?
so yeah, that's the new thing too. So Tuesday, Thursday hours should change for open swim, will be 3 to 7. So there'll be some evening hours from 3 to 7.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes, right?
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. And if it's not well attended or, people wanna go back, usually 3 o'clock is when we get an increase of people anyways, so we're hoping that 3 to 7 will work for people who want to come work.
It's happening. See you. Good. All right, it's gonna be a nice summer, that's for sure. Any questions for Carrie on the board? Thank you, Carrie. Go ahead, direct me. All right, Jim, we're gonna go to highway department, if you can.
Pickleball courts, Kevin, if you just wanna step in, I know you spoke to him yesterday.
Yeah.
I spoke to you, so.
June, that first week in June, they're gonna come in and set up the posts, for the posts to take care of that. And then the actual construction, I think it was June 24th, they're gonna be there. And that's about, I think, a 3 or 4 day process depending on the weather, you know, how they're gonna.
Okay. All right,
I just talked to them yesterday.
all right, and we're going with the colors, give me a refresher, the blue courts?
We're doing dark green on the outside in the
Yeah.
kitchen and light blue for the playground.
Okay.
And also, JC, probably what we'll do on June 1st, when they come in, they're gonna wanna come in to do their piping, put their piping in. At that point is when we will remove the basketball hoops, and then we'll put a construction fence up and we'll close this thing.
All right,
Because once they mount their piping in, there's gonna be pipes sticking out of the ground and stuff, and these guys are gonna have to be in charge of locking and unlocking their own gate when they're working there.
okay, all right.
We'll turn it into basically a construction zone for them, and, they'll monitor it on their own, they'll have to keep it locked up.
Okay,
Well, and they'll take the fence down, they told me yesterday too.
Yeah, when they gotta get in there or whatever,
Right,
they'll
get their
do,
machine.
we'll do the initial, we'll open the fence up for them, cause I gotta get in there also with a piece of equipment.
right,
I'll
sure.
open the fence and then let them in for their, whatever they have to do there on the first, and then we'll just put a construction fence up and kind of close this thing in.
Do you feel that that little half, basketball court, you know, there's the one behind the, baseball field? I don't know what the condition of that is. I was gonna ask Carrie, but I don't know if we should, can we save one of those and bring it down there? I don't know.
We probably can, yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
what's
look
your
at the
thoughts on
condition of it, I know,
I think the best one out of the four,
Yeah.
you know.
in the past, I think the only thing we've ever really had to do over there, insurance wise, they just wanted a little more topsoil or something
Yeah.
around the back where somebody could actually run off the court, it's not like a drop off. They just wanted that blended in with some topsoil, but we'll definitely look at it and
Yeah, just wonder your thoughts on that.
adjust it up, whatever we can do to
Yeah.
adjust that area up.
Cause I think that's like an old telephone pole, I'm right, about, you know, I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure it was the same steel
Is
style.
that what it is?
post
Okay,
with it,
alright.
Anyway, but
Uh,
I'll definitely check into it.
I'll get down there tomorrow too.
If need be, we will
Yeah, okay.
move one of them posts over to there,
Alright.
if it improves it.
So that means you would have a usable basketball court in the,
Yeah,
In
the
the
one
park.
near
So
the back
sure.
pavilion is still available. There's
Oh,
still a
okay.
single hoop over there.
Yeah.
okay,
It's available for use.
and it's a full court, or you said it was a half
It's a
court?
half,
court?
it's a single hoop, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a half court.
Could you put, I don't know, I mean, can you play full basketball on a half court? Could you put two basketball hoops, one on each end, to make a mini court?
Probably not, I think it would be a
Probably not.
little tight. I
Okay,
think it would be a little tight. Depending on how many people we have playing.
Yeah.
They might get in each other's way.
well, it could only be two people.
Correct. Yeah, I'll check it out.
I did, you know, because we're talking about the pickleball courts, I know we had, Steve Stray reached out to us regarding, you know, just a proposal on this, that came out, just came out last night or so, so, you know, he just had concerns about losing the basketball court, you know, and just, you know, he'd like us to basically make a single sports facility for basketball and pickleball, so,
A dual sport,
yeah,
it is a single sport.
yeah, so, yeah, he's calling it single sport facility, yeah, first.
If it's
yeah,
just
first
one,
sport, right,
yeah,
so we
if
don't,
it's,
you're
if
correct,
you
right.
keep the hoops, it's dual.
Yeah, so I guess, yes, trying to do a facility there for two sports, correct, yeah. I don't know if we're too far along on that right now, so.
Is there a way that you can do it with the pickleball people to make it dual sports for that court? You have it used
I don't
for both
believe
purposes?
we can, because the whole purpose of the pickleball court being like a north-south play is because you don't want the sun, you know, either in the morning or the evening, you're gonna have sun in your face if you're east-west. So they
So you couldn't move the,
put this up so that you're north-south, so you're not playing with the sun, and then you'd have to have the basketball east-west going across the pickleball courts.
Right.
And it wouldn't,
they can't both be north-south. It wouldn't work. that way.
well, we wouldn't have the space either, because by the time you go north-south, you're gonna shrink the area. 'Cause if anything, we could look at where the single court is now,
Right.
and maybe in the future, we would just put it in this.
Right.
Because there is the only thing that goes towards, I think, is the community garden that's over in the corner there,
Yeah,
which I don't know how much activity that gets anymore, but that could potentially be.
yeah, we can
some
lay
sort of-
that out too, try to keep the hoops for a little longer here, that's for sure, and just see if we can maneuver another court down there.
Have they approached us yet, the community garden?
No, it's no.
Okay.
A lot of times, once the parks kinda gets open here, it's, you know, somebody might take it over, so.
But even so, there may be enough room where we wouldn't even encroach on that, you know. I haven't really looked at it to improve, you know, to open it up to a bigger court, but it's possible.
That's,
Garden Club plant sale, May 18th, they're just looking for the use of our cold storage building again. I don't see any issue with it. We clean it out for them, they do their plant sale, goes relatively smooth. We don't have to clean up after them, you know, it's pretty,
Yep.
they do a good job.
sure.
Just looking, I don't know, do we have to have a resolution for that one? Is that-
No, as long as they're good with it too.
Okay, I'm good with it. We're on mowing and ditching agreements with Oneida County. The 2024 agreement comes as a 2-year agreement, 24 and 25 on both contracts. Tony has looked at it, he's approved, because they did a little changing of the inside of the contract, just by changing it to a 2-year, so we're not going through the paperwork every single year. Mowing agreement, the second year comes in with an increase, so it's not just a same year, same money for 2 years. The ditching agreement is the same money, which I think has been standard for quite a few years at $13,600. So, we do both agreements. I feel we should do both agreements still.
Okay, is it 2 separate agreements?
2 separate agreement, one's a mowing and one's a ditching.
Okay, so you're looking for a motion
A
to,
resolution for both.
okay, so motion for the mowing to go into agreement with Oneida County for the mowing contract. Make a motion on that, please. Can I get a second?
Second.
All in favor? Anybody opposed? Okay, and then we're looking for a motion for the ditching agreement with Oneida County, correct?
Correct.
Okay, can I get a motion on that, please?
So,
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? For the 24, 25.
Correct.
Okay, so,
Yep.
yeah, for both of those.
J-Pro diagnostic system, I believe I gave everybody a copy in their packet last month. We researched it, they're a sole source provider for this product. After review, we've talked to other municipalities that are running the equipment. They're very happy with it, very happy. It gets updated multiple times a year, and it also has a smart, kind of helps you diagnostically. Once you find the diagnostic problem, it gives you a link that kind of walks you to the most common problems. It's all in there for us. But I like it. I feel we should go with this product to improve our mechanical abilities.
Sure, because in the long run, this is saving money as we go.
Correct, yeah. I'm looking for a resolution to purchase the J-Pro diagnostic equipment at $8,802.74.
Make that resolution.
Got a second? What?
No, because it says it goes take out the sales tax, so it's gonna be less
Yeah,
than that.
that's true.
So it's gonna be like $8,094
Oh, sorry.
Yep.
and 44 cents.
So it's $8,094.94?
44
44
cents.
cents. Okay, not to exceed, fair to say? Okay, can I get a motion on that again?
I'll make the motion.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed?
Aye.
What else, Jim?
CHIPS funding, our road schedule work for this season. In your package, you have our quotes for road work, the 3 different quotes. We'll start with Greens Crossing Road. Looking to make a resolution for Hanson paving in the amount $92,767.50 for the paving of Greens Crossings Road from Summit Road to the railroad track crossing.
Can we get a motion on that, please?
so moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed?
Aye.
Oh, Jim.
Kehoe Road, the repair on Kehoe Road, we're looking at a 2-lane repair, about a half-mile long, up in the wood section there. The shoulders are really in rough shape. We're looking to repave, basically T&L the shoulder area and then top that section of road, so we can continue to plow it. Suit coat was low bid at $40,087.50.
Motion to take care of Kehoe Road, $40,087.50. Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Anybody opposed?
Marshall Road. Same thing, Marshall Road, we have shoulder repairs, that'll be happening on that for the whole length, 0.6 of a mile. And then it'll be having a chip seal over the top of it. Suit Coat is also the company on Marshall Road. They are also doing Bridgewater's end in the process, so they'll complete the whole road at the same time, and the treatments will be the same. So we're looking for soup coat at $47,949.96.
Can I get a motion on that, please?
I'll make that motion.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed?
Aye.
Sounds chicken.
Okay, next, road stripe pricing. This year, we got Oneida County's number, and we also got another number from Seneca Pavement Markings. County came in at $70,535.49. Seneca Paving is at $48,000, $48,045.25. So I'm looking for a resolution to go with, Seneca Pavement Markings for the '24 season for road stripes.
And we used those last year, correct?
We did,
All right.
correct, yep. They came in and they were in and out of our town in like a day and a half.
Right,
They striped everything complete and we were in and out. Very nice job.
big savings.
Big savings, yeah. $23,000.
Can I get a motion to hire Seneca then?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed?
Shared service, we file an annual shared service with New York State DOT. Basically, if we need any of their product, it's available to us. And they sent that out, and Kim and I, we looked through it. It's the same contract every year. So we're looking to approve the shared service agreement with New York State DOT.
Motion on that, please?
I'll make the motion.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed?
Aye.
Okay. An estimate here, I think everybody has one. We're gonna sandblast and prime one of our snowplow dump truck boxes. And the estimate came through, we're looking for pro surface restoration in the amount of $2,000 to restore one of our truck boxes.
Need a resolution for it, but, resolution to have that, truck number 40.
Truck number 40,
All right,
yep.
all right, and the sandblast it for $2,000, not to exceed, with pro surface restoration, right?
Yes.
All right, make a motion on that, please.
I'll make that motion.
Second? Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed?
Aye.
Okay. Looking for a resolution to put a bid spec together for a used bucket truck, for hanging flags and also using it for tree trimming. We're gonna spec out, kinda go with the used, I think we'll cut the cost down. It's not a piece of equipment that we're gonna use every day, but I would like to get something, relatively modern. It does have to be inspected on a yearly basis, so I don't wanna start with something super old.
Right.
So we're just, looking for a resolution to put a bid spec together and just see where we come, and possibly have something together for next board meeting.
Okay, all right, especially when those banners are coming, right?
Correct, banners are coming, we also have Memorial Day Parade coming, so.
So what do you use now for tree trimming and hanging flags?
We use nothing, we don't,
You don't trim trees?
our Pesh company, the Pesh came in and they're like an OSHA company. They came in, what we were using, they squashed that. We can't use it anymore, it's not a safe piece of equipment, and John Deere doesn't allow the use of anything attached to their equipment to lift a human being, so we had to get rid of it, and we needed a new bucket truck.
For sure. All right, so a motion to put that out to bid for.
Yep, looking to put a bid spec together and put that out to bid for a bucket truck. And I'm also looking for a resolution to do the same with a paver, a used paver. Our money is not stretching very far when it comes to road work.
Yeah.
And a lot of this repair stuff, I feel we could be doing in-house with the purchase of a paver.
At least see what they cost, right?
Yeah, see what we can, if we're even correct.
Okay, yeah, all right, see what I'm getting, all right. So first motion is what, we need a bucket truck?
Yep.
All right, put out an RFP, can I get a motion on that, please?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? And then, putting on an RFP for the paver,
A paver.
blacktop paver. Can I get a motion on that, please? Second? Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Anything else?
The only thing I had is, I did get an email back from Dave Staten on the school board after the conversation was had, and the school board is, Dave Staten and a few members of the board are very interested in sitting down and going over like the past, what used to be done, you know, on the schools, and to see if we could sit down and possibly get an agreement going again with the school.
Okay.
What we would be looking for and stuff, you know, on there, on, as far as whether it be something to do in the park or where, however it would come together, but
Okay.
they're definitely interested. I believe he mentioned Tony Nicotera, one of the grounds guys, and himself as being the people that would be looking to sit down with us.
Okay, all right. Yeah, we'll, what, you and I are gonna sit down? So you wanna do?
I would say you and I, but whoever else feels they wanna be on the board.
All right. All right, okay, yeah, we'll set that up. We'll just look at my calendar. I'll give you a couple dates here by tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I'll just get back to him and tell him, we'll get a date set, and
Okay.
if it works, and, we'll get together and see where we were at.
Okay. What else, Joe?
That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Gotcha. All right. Any questions for Jim at this time for the board? All right. Thank you, Jim. I'm sorry, I didn't look at that, I missed something here when I was looking through my paperwork here, what's on the agenda. It was the Mohawk Valley Stormwater Coalition Agreement. Oneida County had, the County Board of Legislators actually put something together for the communities that have the MS4 communities. And so which is gonna help us out with camera work, things like that is my understanding. Gina, what else would they be able to offer to us?
Our mapping,
Yeah.
our reporting, with the 6 measures that we have to report on, are gonna help with all that, illicit discharges, any part of that stormwater, they do have a list here. But, they'll have matching, we may have to pay a membership after, but, they'll match and help pay, so it is costly to do this stuff.
Sure.
Yeah, they're gonna help, they're here, control measures, public education, because you gotta send out so many
Right.
postcards and public education to contractors and people. They're gonna control and eliminate discharges, enforcing erosion control at construction sites, they'll help with that. Post-construction stormwater treatment and pollution prevention at municipal facilities. So they'll be there for a contact to help out
Right.
departments, because everything is really changing. I was at training and it is, everything changed this year.
Okay.
Put it on my score with
Right.
PVC.
Okay, so, obviously Tony has looked through this also, this agreement, and it'd be a good thing for us to be involved in. Pretty much, I'm sure that anybody's in MS4 communities would be getting into this coalition as well. So, looking for a motion for us to sign the Mohawk Valley Stormwater Coalition Agreement and become members with them.
So moved.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Sorry about that. Okay, let's see. Water and sewer, Joe.
Oh, let's see. First thing, I want to just let you know that the county will be working off of the end of Mill Place. They've got an issue with their county interceptor down there.
Oh.
So they're actually gonna clean our whole right of way from Mill Place all the way down behind Smith Funeral Home. So it benefits us as much as it benefits them not having to go across lots.
Oh, that's great.
So they'll be doing that. Butler Road is essentially done. It's been working. Tomorrow we're coming, or not, tomorrow they're coming to do some software updates tomorrow morning. So after they put those updates in, we're gonna let it run for 2 weeks. And we'll be scheduling the demolition for the old pump station
Okay,
after that.
all right,
So it'll look a little nicer around there.
all right.
I don't have much to offer on the wells, because I know the drawings are all done for the building, and hopefully, once that gets approved by the powers that be, we can
Right,
put that out to bid.
right. It's close.
And one thing that's not part of my thing, June 8th is the run for the fall.
Oh, okay, thank you. For the, New York Run for the Fallen, it's June 8th.
June.
Right around. Thanks, thank you for that. Did you get an email, is that what you're telling me?
What's that?
Did you get an email for the?
No, actually, Scott Townsend's wife is like part of that
Oh.
somehow.
Okay.
So they told me the other day. So,
Alright, alright, thank you. Any questions for Joe? Thank you, Joe. Assessor?
Well, the only thing I have is the tentative vote was filed in Mike's office on May
On May 1st?
May 1st.
Tentative, right?
Mhm.
Alright. Anything else? Any questions for Patty? Thank you.
JC, I do have
Yeah.
one more thing, because you'll probably see him by your house. Jack Dotson's son will be around here doing GPSing, GISing
Oh,
for the valves and hydrants we're replacing.
okay.
So he should be in the next couple of weeks here.
Okay, so Dodson Associates will be out?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, well, that's good, that project's moving forward too, new valves. Okay, thanks, Joe.
Mhm.
Monthly finance report, everybody had a moment to probably look at that, not transferring any money, so it's always good. Still go okay. Anybody have any questions on that at the moment, but. Let's see. Okay, no questions. Go with the zoning.
Okay, the Association of Towns, Oneida County Association of Towns dinner is May 16th at Orchard Hall. It's gonna be Herkimer Oneida County Transportation Council is the guest speaker, talking about grants for safety action plans and stuff. That's gonna be the speaker. So if anybody's going, let me know who's going, so we can have a count for that. That's this Thursday, 5:30 is cash bar, 6 o'clock is dinner, and then the speaker. Actually, I went to training last week. I was in a training with the Department of Homeland Security, DASME, EDC, FEMA, and CFM across the state. And actually, I got to talk a lot with some of the DEC officers. So I got an email today. They are recommending to FEMA that our CAB should be closed.
Okay.
So, because we did what work we needed to do on their visit from 2 years ago and got the stuff accomplished. And, they will be sending a formal letter in the next couple of weeks for us to close it off. They are making a recommendation to FEMA that our CAB,
Yeah.
we have a couple of projects that'll just still stay in there, but we're okay on it this time.
Alright, good.
Permits this, 24 building permits so far. 3 of them are actually since January are new residences, and I'm reviewing another new residence this week. Hopefully tomorrow or Thursday I'll have his permit ready, which is good for residents, and I know there's another one once they get through zoning, so 5, and we got 2 still pending. ZBA, we had 6 applications so far, 8 complaints, and I think that's about it.
Alright. Okay, any questions for Gina from the board? Alright, thank you, Gina.
Yeah.
Let's see here, I know there was a latecomers in here, I did already call for, Deb and Brian Bernard, but I did call you, but I'm gonna let you, is that you guys that take it?
Yeah, they told us 5:15, so.
Alright, the floor is yours, you got 5 minutes. Yes, I'm sorry, yes, whatever you think about, but I'll let you guys, it looked like he kinda came in.
They came to our house, the window company, and they said that, the Braves are in with them, we better sign, you know. So we got kinda nervous, so we've been trying to sell the house now because we had the town come in and take out 100 yards on Simeon Road. And then the window people came over, we got Jim Brake, took out 50 trees and threw them in our bushes. We got the Timians, like an acre of maple syrup in our property, garbage out there. The new people wonder, what are they gonna do about when we sell it? The people that wanna buy it, they want us to do something about it before we move. They wanna know, is Brave, what kind of company is that there, you know? And that's what we wanna know. Is the window people coming, or these other people, you know? Because we think the Brave is too loud to live there. We almost got hit 3 times already on the road from the trucks. And it's so loud with sometimes, it's scary, you know, it's, you're not ready for it, you know, and it's pretty loud, and it's always banging, and it's just terrible, so we really want, we're gonna sell, you know, but the other people come in, leaving the real estate, say, you gotta do something, they got shacks out in the back of our property, you know? And they ruined bloggers said $20,000 of wood, we don't care about that, we just want them to get off the property, even the Braves, it's throwing rocks on the property, it took all our trees out, it's just terrible, you know? And then the town came in and took out 100 yards on Bray Road of a hill, you know, I liked it, but the window company wants to rent it to make a staging area there. I'm like, are you kidding me? I mean, because you can drive a truck into it now. And so I don't know where to go. We're, like we said, we just want some information. We're giving up because it's too loud over there. It is dangerous with the trucks from Braves, it is. We went up to dinner the other day and a service truck came out of nowhere on us and it was close, you know? It is dangerous there, you know? So we just wanna know if the town could maybe look into these little problems for us. I mean, we wanna stay there, definitely got one more year here to school, so we should retire, you know? And it's just scary, it is. They rip out our trees, he don't care, and the reason they ripped out the trees was because I came to a town meeting and moaned about the commercial business, you know, and that's kind of a threat, and nobody helped us. We called the police, called the state police, we called a lot of people, and they were like, that's a civil suit. Some of them trees were 50 feet on our property. He just picked them with an excavator and tossed them in the bushes. I mean, so it...
Wetlands, right into the wetlands.
Yeah, right in the wetlands, and it's just terrible, we have to, I mean, just every time we use the machine, we think he's in our yard. And it's same with the Timians. For 18 years, every time we had company over, we go fishing, they would open fire. I mean, it was terrible, we were terrorized by these people. We came to town, we hired a surveyor, and the town never, they said that the zoning enforcement said one of the Timians pulled a knife on her. That's why she didn't show up that day when the surveyors came. And Dick Timian stated that he gave maple syrup to the sheriff department, and he gave maple syrup to the selectmen in this town. He'd come here for senior thing, he'd give them, he threw it in my face, you know? But every time we went to bother him, the police would say someone would get arrested, and they pushed us away, you know? It's just terrible, but we just want to know if the town could just look into it. How could these people do this, you know? Is the Braves commercial, would the new person can be commercial? If Timians build a house out there, can they build a house? They just want to know what's going on, you know? And I do too, you know? We asked the town maybe they could call us or send us a letter. So we sent a letter about Braves and we never got a letter back.
Okay, all right, we'll look into this for you, and you're on Timian Road, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, all right, and of course, you know, it gets into private property, it's just, obviously you need to be calling the police, so just, I'm sure regarding a little bit of the roadway there, is it fair, probably just a tunnels right away, Jim, is that?
Yeah, to clarify, the road, Timian Road, there's a 26.5-foot right of way. We cleaned our shoulder, we cut our shoulder back, basically resloping the edge to 22 feet on that road. And it's approximately 300 feet long that we've cut the shoulder at. There is a cross pipe in the road and a low spot in the dip, and it basically comes from Bray Road down to the cross pipe is where we sloped it, so we could get the water back into the culvert crossing where it belongs instead of running down the shoulder, the edge of the blacktop.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay.
Plenty within our right of way.
Okay, all right. Okay, again, with Jimmy Bray's situation, we'll look into that, that's for sure. But of course, if it's on your property, please just contact the police like you've done.
We did call the police many times. They said it's a civil suit.
Yeah,
The trees were 50 feet on our property.
yeah,
And the Timians are a good half acre on our property. When they put maple syrup taps on our tree branches. They got the 2 foot from that. They got propane tank that and that. The fire hazard.
okay, all right. All right, anything else? Okay, all right. Thank you for your time. All right, let's see, we're gonna go into executive session, that's right now. We're gonna go into executive session for litigation reasons at 5:44. Can I get a motion on that, please?
I'll make that motion.
Second? All in favor? Anybody opposed? Alright. Okay, we'll just step out for, during executive, please. So you don't wanna come back? Have a good evening. Okay, let's see here. Right now, motion to, come out of executive session at 5:52 PM. Second? Second. All in favor? Anybody opposed? All right, motion to, pay the vouchers.
I'll make that motion.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed?
Aye.
Motion to close the meeting at 5:53 PM.
Move that.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Thank you. Have a good evening, everybody.
At least, what are some of the others?